So now let's work on a problem. This is a problem involving a hostel. Okay. So in a hostel, there is a fixed fee for living in the hostel, and also there is a mess. In the mess, people can eat food. So the mess charges depends on how many days the student eats in the mess. So there is a fixed charge. No matter like if you eat the food or not, you will have to pay that charge. And then there is a variable charge, food charge, which is varying with the number of days the student eats in the mess. So our job is to calculate the fixed charge and the food charge per day. So we have been given two scenarios. One, a student called Raju has eaten food for 20 days and he paid 1000 rupees, right? Whereas Ramesh has taken food for 26 days and he paid 1180 as. So we are asked to find the fixed charge, which is the hostel fee, and food charges per day. So let X be the fixed charge and Y be the food charge per day. So let's try to formulate the equations. In the first case of Raju, so he has to pay a fixed charge X. So he has to pay a fixed charge X plus he ate food for 20 days. So 20 times Y is equal to 1000 rupees is what he paid. So for 20 days of food plus the fixed charge is equal to 1000 rupees. Similarly, in the case of Ramesh, he has to pay the fixed charge X plus he ate food for 26 days. So 26 times Y is equal to 1180. So that's what he paid. So now in order to apply the cross multiplication method, we can draw the figure that we have seen previously, right? X, Y and 1. So here we need to put B1. B1 here is 20. Here we put C1. So C1 in this case is, if you bring 1000 on the other side, it will become minus 1000, right? So that is your C1. And then you have to put A1. A1 is 1 here because 1 times X. And again you put B1 here, which is 20. So in the next case, we have B2, which is 26, and C2 is again 1180. When you bring on the other side, it becomes minus 1180. So minus 1180. And again in this case, A2 is 1, and here you have B2, which is 26. So your X is nothing but 20 times minus 1180 minus of 26 times minus 1000 by here 26 times 1, which is 26, minus 20 times 1 is 20. So by simplification of this, so on the numerator you will have 26,000 minus 23,600. So on the numerator you will have 2400 by 26 minus 20 is 6. So your X is nothing but 400. So X is your fixed charge. So your fixed charge is rupees 400. Okay, so we know now X is 400. Similarly, you can calculate Y using the cross multiplication method, right? So Y is equal to minus 1000 times 1, which is minus 1000, minus of minus 1180 times 1 is minus 1180. So minus 1180 by again 26 minus 20. So here you have minus 1000 plus 1180 by 6. So this is nothing but 180 by 6. Again 6 ones are 6 30s are. So your Y is 30 rupees. So your fixed charge, which is the hostel fee, is 400 rupees and the food charge per day is 30 rupees. So in this way you have applied the cross multiplication method to find the two unknowns in this equations. So the next problem that we'll solve using cross multiplication method is this one. So here we are being asked for what values of k will these two equations have infinite number of solutions. So basically we know that we can find the relationships between coefficients and then determine if the two equations will have finite, infinite or no solution. So here we have two equations. So let's find the relationships between the coefficients. So if you remember from the previous lessons, if we'll find out a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then in this case we have infinite solutions. So let's try to find the relationships here. So here A1 is your K. So K by A2 is 12 is equal to B1 is 3 and B2 is K is equal to C1 by C2. C1 is minus of K minus 3, which is minus of K minus 3, and by C2 is minus K, right? So minus minus plus. Okay. So let's consider the first one, which is K by 12 is equal to 3 by K. So that means K times K, so that is K square is 12 times 3, right? Which is nothing but 36. So K is equal to square root of 36, which is nothing but plus or minus 6. So K can have a value plus or minus 6. So now let's consider the second and third terms of this equation. So that is 3K is equal to K times K minus 3. So which is nothing but 3K is equal to K square minus 3K. So bringing 3K onto the other side, we have K square minus 6K is equal to 0, which is nothing but taking K common, K times K minus 6 is equal to 0. So here we have K is either 0 or 6, right? K is equal to 0 is K is equal to 0, or K minus 6 is equal to 0, which means K equal to 6. So in the first case we had K is 6 or minus 6. In the second case we have K is 6 or 0. So the common is K equal to 6. So here we can say that when K is equal to 6, this two equations will have infinite solutions. So let's work on another problem. Here we have been given that the area of a rectangle reduces by 9 square units if the length is reduced by 5 units and the breadth is increased by 3 units. Similarly, the area increases by 67 square units if the breadth is increased by 2 units and the length is increased by 3 units. So find the dimensions of the rectangle. So we have been given two scenarios. Let us try to write those two scenarios as linear equations. So we know that area of the rectangle is length times breadth. So that can be expressed as L times B equal to capital A. So the first scenario, we are reducing the length by 5 units. So L minus 5 times breadth is increased by 3 units. So B plus 3 results in the area being reduced by 9 square units. So A minus 9. In the second scenario, we have breadth is increased by 2 units, so which is B plus 2, and length is increased by 3 units, so L plus 3. In this case, the area is increased by 67 square units. So these are the two equations and we are required to calculate the length and breadth. So let's try to simplify this. So first equation, let's multiply L minus 5 with B. So it becomes LB minus 5 times B is 5B plus multiplying with 3, we have 3L minus 15 is equal to A minus 9. But we know LB is nothing but capital A, right? So we'll replace LB with capital A. So A minus 5B plus 3L minus 15 equal to A minus 9. So bringing A minus 9 on the other side, we have A minus 5B plus 3L minus 15 minus A plus 9 equal to 0. So minus A and plus A gets cancelled out, right? And we have 3L minus 5B minus 15 plus 9 is minus 15 plus 9 is minus 6. So the equation that we have is 3L minus 5B minus 6 equal to 0. That is my first equation. So the second equation that we have is L plus 3 times B plus 2 equal to A plus 67. Similarly, now let's multiply each terms. So we have LB plus 2L plus 3B plus 6 equal to A plus 67. Again, we know that A equal to L times B, right? So LB is nothing but capital A plus 2L plus 3B plus 6 equal to A plus 67. Bringing A plus 67 on the other side, we have A plus 2L plus 3B plus 6 minus A minus 67 equal to 0. Minus A and plus A gets cancelled out. and we have 2L plus 3B plus 6 minus 67 is minus 61 is equal to 0. So this is your equation 2. And from the previous slide, we had the equation 1 as 3L minus 5B minus 6 equal to 0. So that is 3L minus 5B minus 6 equal to 0. So now we have two equations with two variables L and B. So we can apply cross multiplication to find out the values of L and B, right? So let's do L, B and 1. So first one here is B1. B1 is 3. B2 is minus 5. Over here we have C1. C1 is minus 61 and C2 is minus 6. And here we have A1. A1 is 2 and A2 is 3. Similarly over here we have to again write B1 and B2, which is 3 and minus 5. So based on the formula, if you remember, so that is nothing but L equal to B1 C2 minus B2 C1. So multiplying these two, we have minus 18 minus of minus 61 times minus 5 is plus 305. So minus 305 by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So 2 times minus 5 minus 10 minus of 9. So over here we have minus 18 minus 305, which is nothing but minus 323 by minus 19. So minus minus gets cancelled. 19 ones are 19 and that will result in 13 remaining. So 133, 19 sevens are. So L is 17. Similarly, breadth can be calculated as minus 61 times 3 is minus 183 minus of minus 6 times 12. Minus 6 times 12 is minus 12. Minus of minus 12 is plus 12. And by same thing, minus 10 minus 9. So this is nothing but minus 171 divided by minus 19. And this is nothing but 19 nines are is 171. So we have calculated length as 79, breadth as 9 by using this cross multiplication method.